Coming up on today's episode. Oh no, we can't get the LOL dolls out till we've tidied up the babies. And I'm like,
Ruby's like, fuck that, isn't it?
Talking about what's happening.
God,
it's the way.
God, you're perfect.
Oh
my God.
Anyway, so yeah, confident reader for me, starting secondary school, and a bonus if they enjoy it.
So I think 4, they're all a bit useless. Like it's not you don't really know
there's
at
time
4.
to improve.
You don't know at 4, and even at 10 or 11, you're a bit like
there's time.
They're all annoying. Welcome to the Fun Dad, Dean and Wife Unfiltered podcast. I am Dean.
And I'm Sarah. And you introduce yourself weird then.
I know, should we do it again?
No, it's fine. Anyway, right, welcome to today's episode. Thank you. We had a lot of messages about last week's podcast. Seeing we got some debate sparked in people, so we love that. So keep that coming. But Dean, what are we going to talk about today?
So there's lots of important milestones in a kid's life, isn't there? Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about what we want from our children, not want from our children, what characteristics and skills do we want our kids to have at certain milestones?
Yeah.
So we've picked.
I think it'll be interesting as well because our kids are currently, I had to think about that then, 6 and 11. And I definitely have reflected on loads of aspects of our parenting and what really do I want them to achieve in these kind of milestones of their life. And obviously within this, we understand that all children are not the same. They are all not robots, and children meet their milestones at very, very different points in their life. For example, Ruby was walking at 8 months old. She was a little freak of nature, bless her. Does it mean that she walks any better than any other child in her class now?
Does it mean we're a better parent at 8 months old because we got them walking?
Does it matter?
No.
No.
That's not a big milestone.
So that's not what we mean about today. We totally get that children reach things at different points. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, what would be some important attributes for our children to have at different points in their life? So Dean, first of all, starting reception. So in the UK, that is the first year they start school. So it's the September after they are 4, after they turn 4. So Dean, for a reception age child, what would you like them to have achieved? Any skills or attributes you would want your child to have?
Bit of a silly one.
Go on.
But being able to walk to school without kicking off.
Okay.
I think just a basic task like that should be quite easy for a 4-year-old. Or, should be easy for
a neurotypical most
Yes.
4-year-olds,
I don't want to.
Okay. So, does it have to be walking to school? What if your house is like 20 miles away?
Oh, no. Obviously.
Yeah. But being able to walk.
5 minutes. 5-10 minutes without kicking off.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting to walk like 2 hours,
Okay.
but, just a short, decent walk.
So, obviously, this is a bit weird for me. This is a bit biased for me because I've been a teacher for 16 years. And I think 10 out of the 16 years I have been in reception. So, obviously, I have a bit of a...
You've got a good grasp on this.
I have a biased opinion of what I want the children to come when they come to me. So, first of all, they should absolutely be toilet trained, like when they're starting school. Obviously, for children who have additional needs or SEND, then we'll make allowances and support for those children. However, your child needs to be toilet trained when they start school. I also think that when they start school, and I have been guilty of this with Ruby, sometimes it is just quicker to do it yourself, but I think for their confidence and their independence that they should be able to dress and undress independently. Definitely things like their shoes and socks and their cardigans and their coats,
Yeah,
They
100%.
should be able to take them off. And
Ruby's 6 now and I still do that sometimes.
I get it. I do it sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's just quicker if I just do it. But actually, as in my experience, children will be a lot more confident at school if they have those kind of little tiny independent skills. And also, as the teacher, it's really annoying to have to put on, 30 cardigans.
Sometimes just starting it helps.
Yeah.
Like maybe you put the top on and then they do the rest.
Yeah.
That can help with like Ruby, definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's like overwhelmed by getting dressed. I'm like, look, I'll start and you carry on.
Well, I think even just for your child, they start in September at school. It's sometimes often quite hot in September. When they go out to play, wouldn't it just be great for them if they could just take their own jumper off when they're feeling hot? dress and undress independently. What about if they're in the classroom in December and maybe they've gone out to play and they're like, oh, I'm a little bit cold, and they want to put their coat on? Give them that level of independence to do that, because there's not always an adult around at all times that is available to do those little jobs. It will just give that child a little bit of a confidence boost in school. Like, genuinely,
how do you do that as a parent? What's the best way? Just make them do it all the time at home? And
you just teach them how to do it. Teaching them how to take their jumper off and how to put their coat on is a skill. If your jumper is inside out, often it's just so easy, isn't it? Your child comes up to you, their jumper's inside out, you just put it the right way for them. It's really not that difficult to teach them. Oh, hold your jumper, have a look at the sleeve, stick your hand in, grab the end and pull it, and then your jumper will be the right way out. Do that a few times. They'll learn. They won't need your help to do it anymore. Winner for everyone.
Yeah, I agree. It's easy in practice, but when you're both working full time, stressed out your mind, it's much easier just to get them ready. And we've been guilty of that, no doubt.
Probably another milestone I want them to have for reception as well is just to be able to communicate their basic needs and wants. Or teaching them those phrases. Can I go to the toilet, please? Can I please get a drink? I'm thirsty. Just teaching them to have those basic phrases and things to say and to communicate.
See, I didn't know kids of 4 couldn't do that, because obviously we've taught ours to do that. So I've never seen experiences where they can't, so I can't really further comment.
I think there's been times where, like, Ruby's come home and she's like, oh, I haven't had a drink today. And I was like, why not? She's like, oh, I left my water bottle at home. I was like, why didn't you ask someone if you could have a drink? I didn't want to.
Didn't realise you didn't.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I don't want to. Don't want to ask.
God.
That's having that confidence just to politely go up to a teacher and say, oh, excuse me, please can I have a drink? I've forgotten my water bottle.
Wouldn't the teacher notice?
Not necessarily when you've got a class of 30.
Yeah, no, I just assumed that she was doing that.
Anything else that you would wish for your child when they start reception, or what you think?
I wish we got our kids to do some basic tidying up. They are so bloody... They're even so bad now, like 11 and 6, you said, and they're just so bloody messy. Yeah. And we haven't enforced that.
I'm not, and I know. Sometimes, again, it's like the getting dressed thing. It's just easier to do it myself.
I just think they should be putting their toys away every time, and I always tell them off, and...
They don't know. They need to... Daisy's room is immaculate. Come on, she keeps that really neat. But down anywhere that's not her room, she doesn't give a shit about. Sometimes she's even known if there's rubbish in her room. You know, like when you get new clothes and you take the labels off, she just throws it out the door of her room onto the landing. I'm like, put that in the bin. But it's not in her room.
Eats like blueberry, just leaves the packet on the sofa, never puts it in the bin.
Shocking.
The kids just get all their stuff.
I agree with you. We should have done that from a younger age. So there's a phrase I use at school that I've started using, and it's choose it, use it, put it away.
Some kids are incredible at it.
I know. Ruby has friends round sometimes, and I hear them and I'm like, oh my God, your parents are so much better than me. And the friend will be like, oh no, we can't get the LOL dolls out till we've tidied up the babies. And I'm like, fucking
Ruby's like, fuck that, isn't it? Mummy and Dad,
I wish I'd done that.
Those mugs downstairs, they'll do it after us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those mugs.
I totally agree. I wish we'd done that.
We were really, really shit at that.
Okay, so that's what you would like for them starting.
Yeah, some basic stuff like that.
Starting school, so we go with the early days. What about the change then when a child is starting secondary school? Okay, what kind of attributes or skills or would you want or expect the children to have at that point in their life? So starting secondary school.
So I'm big on sport.
Yep.
Aren't I? I love sport. I expect them to be, not love sport, but partaking in some kind of sporting activity.
Okay.
And being fit, healthy, strong individuals. That's a key part of it for me. Yep. And I think by 11, you can develop some of that, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So Daisy in the football team, obviously, she does swimming. Ruby does swimming, dancing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I expect that. Definitely, I would want them to do that. It's important for their health.
I think as well, I think if I wasn't a working parent, our kids would do one more. They'd probably do gymnastics or something.
Yeah.
But the end of the day, I'm a working parent.
They could do more. They could do more. But you know, life's busy and your timetable as a parent, a working parent, doesn't always facilitate that. And also being able to afford it. Come on, it's not
expensive.
Cheap. Not cheap.
Yeah.
But no, I expect that.
Even if you don't have necessarily the money for something like that, you can always get your child into running or cycling or something that you could do together, you know? Okay, so mine's a little bit different.
That's only one of mine.
That's only one, yeah. So starting secondary school, I would really want my child to be a confident reader. in recent years. I don't know why, for whatever reason, that statistics are out there that there's too many children starting secondary school unable to read at a reading age that is appropriate. And in some cases they cannot read. And it's just going to be really difficult for them because even subjects like maths, history, geography, subjects, maths, you still need to be able to read to access the mathematical questions. So reading, and a bonus if they enjoy it. Like at the moment, Daisy and we're reading Goodnight, Mr. Tom. Oh my God. Who did that book when they were in primary school, by the way? Oh, my heart is just breaking. We are 2/3 way through the book. And if you know, you know. What a book.
I've read 3 chapters with her, and the only thing breaking is my will to live. Oh my God. The chapters are like, 15 pages. I do like 8 or 9 of them, and she does like 5 or 6 of them. And she's like reading it like with no enthusiasm. I'm like, the thing is, but I think
that's the way you're approaching it. She will sense. No, fuck off. She will sense.
Mr. Tom.
She will sense that you are not enjoying it, and therefore she won't be. Whereas when I'm reading it, I'm like, saying to her, I read this book when I was in year 6 and I'm reading it together with her and then we're stopping at moments and talking about what's happening.
God, you're perfect.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so confident reader for me, starting secondary school, and a bonus if they enjoy it. It will help them.
Definitely. Can't force them to enjoy it though, that's the problem.
I know. You can model it. Look how many books I've read this year. She's seeing that. She's going to see me doing that.
You've read more than me this year, but I've read way more than... Oh, this is...
Anyway,
tit-for-tat. Yeah, let's not do tit-for-tat.
Fuck you. Dickhead. Perfect fucking parent.
Shut up.
My arse. Carry on.
So, to have a strong understanding of a growth mindset. So that's like, if you want to be better at something, you put the effort in. You know what I mean?
Just like resilience.
Resilience. If you're not good at it now, doesn't matter. Put some effort in and you could become good at it. Yeah. I want them to know that. And I don't think that...
Don't go specific. I know what you're going to say. Don't.
She does necessarily know that fully yet.
No.
Has a bad game at football and be like, I'm shit. And
sometimes I think if children perceive themselves to be bad at something or not good enough at something, they will avoid it. Whereas actually, give it a go and don't worry about it if it's...
It's a lot of what you say to them though, isn't it? As a parent, you need to be saying the right things.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not good at that. She's not very good at that. Not very good at that. People say that and it's like, you've done it once. These things take years to become good at, you know?
Give it a go.
Definitely. No, I want them to have that.
Well, interesting that you said resilience. So one of the things that I would want for my child when starting secondary school is a level of emotional resilience. What do you mean?
She hasn't got that.
Stop being me.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I'll stop.
But, that emotional resilience. And I think I've spoken about it here before and bear with me on this because you might disagree. When we started secondary school, we didn't have a phone. Oh, I didn't. Did you? When you were in year 7? I think, no.
Maybe year 9.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't really a thing when we were in year 7. But obviously starting school, I was nervous. Obviously. I was going to secondary school. My sister, my older sister, pretended that she didn't know who I was. So I'd walk past her in the corridor with my huge backpack and my little map of the school being like, where's the science labs? And she'd be like, sorry, who are you? I don't know you. And I was like, I'm your sister. She'd be like, no, you're not.
I felt like that the odd time.
Anyway, what? Anyway, weird comment. But what I mean is I kind of had to develop that emotional resilience. And what I worry for the kids of today is that I just kind of had to learn to cope with the nervousness of starting secondary school as well, with my sister being an absolute complete bitch to me. Thanks, Kerry. She's nice now. And go with those challenges. I didn't know anyone in my class. A few girls from our primary school went there and some of them were in like forms together. I went to a new school. I didn't know anyone and it was nerve-wracking and I was nervous. But I'm actually really glad that I didn't have that little link to home, that little box in my bag, in my pocket, because I know what I'd have done if it was there. What would I have done at break time? What would I have done at lunchtime? What would I have done constantly?
Just looking for safety.
I would be ringing my mum.
And it makes it worse.
I would have been ringing my mum. I would have been texting my mum. I'd have been doing all those things because if it was there available in my pocket, that's what I would have done. However, it made me a stronger person and gave me the ability to cope because that wasn't available. So I had to find a strategy, you know,
Yeah,
and
because
move
soon as
forward.
kids now are feeling a bit anxious, it's like fight or flight, isn't it? You
Yeah.
either go with the nerves or you retract from them and you get scared and run away. And if you keep running away from nerves or keep getting your phone out and calling mum and stuff, that just gets worse. I've had an anxiety disorder, as you know,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you now, avoiding situations makes it worse. You have to go with the feelings,
Yeah.
and we need to teach our kids that.
So it's kind of that emotional resilience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have one more as well that I'd want for secondary school.
I've got more.
Okay, there we go. It's conversational skills. I want them to be able to have conversations. So something that's been really worrying me about our eldest, one of the reasons why she wants a phone and she keeps going banging on about getting a bloody phone, is because she wants to WhatsApp her friends because she finds that easy. Because I said, you can use my phone, you can ring them. Why don't you ring them if you want to speak to them? I'll get you a house phone. You can have a house, like a landline kind of thing. I want to get her one for Christmas. But anyway, I'm like, you can have a landline. Have a landline. Go. You can speak to them on the phone. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I just want to WhatsApp. It's easier. It's less awkward. Wow.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. I don't want you WhatsApping because that is the easier option, because that's less awkward for you. No, that's making me push you even more to pick up the phone, ring them, work on your conversational skills, work on your confidence skills.
Less connection as well.
Absolutely.
If you're just messaging someone, you're not connecting properly. If you're
So,
talking on the
yeah.
phone, you connect much
So it's
deeper.
that conversational skills. So I do things like with her now, I'm like, do you want to ring Auntie Megan? Do you want to ring Nanny? Do you want to ring one of your friends? Go and have a chat, rather than pick up the phone and message them. I think it's really important that we push the children out of those boundaries to have those discussions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What have you got?
This is probably a dream scenario,
Ooh,
but
I'd love
have
a
a
dream
good
scenario.
understanding of healthy versus toxic relationships. So
Well, for starting secondary school, that's a bit
yeah,
ambitious.
that is very
I'm
ambitious.
38. I still don't get that. Go on, carry on. In an ideal world, though,
that is
explain
an
what you
ideal
mean.
world.
Go
So
on.
just know a bad egg or someone who's not good for you, like in
Okay.
terms of other friends or potential boyfriends or potential. You're going to learn it as you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a bit ambitious at the start of secondary school, but give them an understand of that. Like, not everyone is a good person. Not everyone's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least teach them that, and they can learn as they go. So yeah, as you say, even as adults, we're still
navigating that
still
one.
learning that one.
Yeah.
But I think that's an important one to get in their minds at least.
So the milestones we've obviously picked starting school at reception. We've picked starting secondary school. So if you're listening to this from abroad, that is in the UK, you're 11 when you start secondary school. I'd now like to move on to, for our children, and for us, obviously we don't have experience of this yet, leaving secondary school. So 16 or 18? Have they got to stay in school now till they're 18? Should really know that, but I don't.
I don't think you have.
So leaving...
Ain't got to stay in school at all, have you?
I think they've got to do maths till they're 18 now.
No, 6. Is it?
I think
I
so.
left at 16.
Anyway, leaving
15
secondary...
and a half, actually.
I know, you didn't even do your GCSEs, half of them. Fucking hell. Anyway,
What?
don't recommend that, kids. Leaving secondary school then, what would you like? And if we could whisk our magic wands now and give the kids a few attributes or a few skills for when they leave secondary school.
Be a
would
bit
you
of a grafter. Like, even if the work's a bit shit, understand it's shit at the start and graft. Don't be one of these people, I don't like doing that, so I'm not doing it. You don't like any job at the start. You're going to start at the bottom. It's shit. Learn to love it, and it will get better. You need to teach them that. At least, it's too many kids now that are doing stuff. They're like, oh, I don't like it, so I'm just not going to do it. It's like, no. Lots of life is hard. You need to navigate through that bit first. Okay, so our kids are going to understand that, definitely.
Well, hopefully.
They will, trust me.
Let's see. I think I've chosen for leaving secondary school a level of independence for self-care. Again, kind of a little bit of a running thread with me, but again, like reverting back to that whole, sometimes it's just easier to do it for them. For example, with cooking, sometimes it's just easier to do it for them. Maybe you don't want them to mess up the house. Maybe you just think, oh, just get it done, or maybe they might burn it. No, I think when you leave school, you should have a few recipes, your go-tos. You know, like when I left school, I was in the kitchen with my mum. I could make fajitas, I could make spaghetti bolognese, I could do a whole range of things. What could you cook when you... This isn't a dig.
No, I knew we were going to bring this up.
No, but genuine
when
question.
you wrote this on the notes, I was like,
No, because it's not just you as well. No offence, Mum, but I think you did too much for my brother.
Yeah.
He couldn't cook when he was 16,
He's good with
17.
an air fryer now, isn't he?
He's good now, yeah, but he's an adult now. But
He's great at
I
putting
think,
chicken nuggets in an air fryer.
I think teaching those kind of independence for self-care, like that idea of cooking, like you said earlier, exercising, washing, you know, being able to travel, get on the bus, get on the train, like those kind of like skills for independence and self-care. But that includes cooking because...
I was useless. I couldn't even make scrambled egg.
But why? Why do you think you
My
were
mum did everything.
Yeah.
I had a job at like...
God, here we go.
When I was like 21 years, I had a job in a shop. And my mum used to get my uniform out, iron it all and leave it at the bottom of my bed. So all I had to do was get out of bed, get in my uniform, get to work, get home. Dinner was ready.
Yeah.
Like it was.
You were in your 20s then?
She'd done all my CVs for me. And to be quite honest with you, I got to 25 and I was fucking pathetic. I couldn't look after myself. I was like, shit, this is the real world.
Yeah.
Had a massive like breakdown because I thought I can't cope. And I just... Not blaming my parents, but they did too much for me in that instance. They're
Yes.
great.
When you hit the real world, you couldn't cope with it.
Brilliant parents, but just doing too much for your kids can sometimes backfire. I feel like, but we do it with our kids as well.
Yeah, 100%. So, like for example, they love what we call a before bed snack, right?
No, they don't. It's like delaying bedtime.
Well, whatever, they do have it, but I don't care. But anyway, like Daisy, if it's toast now, I'm like, you can make that yourself. And she can make toast.
Oh, I'm tired.
Oh, I'm
my
tired.
legs.
I can't do it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to back down here. You can get yourself a bowl of cereal and you can get yourself a slice of toast. I'm sorry. I am not your slave. If you are hungry, I am saying to you, go in the kitchen. I'm saying you can have some toast, you can have some cereal, you can help yourself, but you're making it yourself.
Yep.
And I also try to teach them as I'm cooking some skills and stuff like how we're cooking. Like they help me make the fajitas. Like
you do that. You do bring them in.
Try to get them involved. And yes, all right, I'm giving my 6-year-old a knife. But if she's taught how to use that knife to cut up and slice the peppers properly, then what's the problem?
Yeah, that was dodgy the other day.
Our knives are a bit shit, but I've got good ones in school.
Fucking hell. I was like, what are we doing with that?
I know, but she gave it a go. She gave it a go. Big knife. But I do it all the time. Anyway, so yes, I think...
We could be locked out. I could be.
Leaving secondary school, I think as parents, we need to be thinking to ourselves, you know, what kind of independent skills actually... They might hate us at the time, but should we be saying, do you know what, actually, you can do that yourself? You know, giving them a shopping list and say, right, you're doing the food shop this week. Off you go. What's the problem with that?
She likes walking to the shop.
Yeah.
She goes to the shop on her own.
Yeah, but I think when she
we're
gets
looking
older...
We're looking out the window like, oh no, where is she?
But I think what we're talking about here, though, is leaving secondary school, you know,
it takes time to build that up, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we need to start now.
Yeah. You're not going to do it when they're 15. You have to do it when they're like 10. Yeah. Start then. I need to be way better. I'm like my mum. I just do everything for them.
Yeah, I need to stop.
But I'm just nice, I guess.
Like, for example, this is another thing, as we're at it, maybe... I mean, I don't know enough about football, but I think Daisy should be cleaning her own football boots. I don't think you should be cleaning them for her.
I like doing that.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, she's got football, right? I get her kit out, her shin pad, but she's only 11.
No, she can do that herself.
Monday night, she gets ready for training. So I'll be like, you go up and get ready, because I'm stressed. I'm trying to work as well before. Yeah. And but Saturday, I quite like getting up, doing her boots, getting everything ready for her. I want her to focus on the game, match ready. Jesus. Save every ounce of energy to destroy the opposition.
All right.
Yeah, I've got more of this.
Can I say my next one?
Go on then.
I've got one. Sorry.
This is the most important age. This is when you've this is when you've kind of know, have I done a good job? I think you do. At 16, 8, you think, have I done a pretty good job here? Or have I completely fucked this whole 18 years?
God.
It is an important milestone. But at 4, they're all a bit... useless. Like it's not you don't really know.
There's time to improve.
You don't know at 4, and even at 10 or 11, you're a bit like.
There's time.
They're all fucking annoying. Like, but when they get to 16, 18, it's like they're actually. What have we done? Like, how have we? You know, what job have we done here? I think as
well, something that I'd want my child to have had. And we've kind of touched on it with the younger years, but 16 to 18 is actually, can they handle setbacks? You know, if they got a bad grade. If it's a setback with friendship drama, or if, you know, they face an element of rejection, can they handle those setbacks?
We need to instill into them that it doesn't matter that much. If they do ever, they can recover from it.
Like the let them theory kind of thing. Yeah. Again, it's, I suppose, linked to emotional resilience again.
And it's how we behave as well. Like if we drop bit of flour on the floor in the kitchen and go mental about it, then that's going to be a problem. They're not going to have much emotional resilience. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's teaching them those known strategies for managing stress. You know, just do they have a strategy for managing stress, whether that be taking a break or talking to somebody or even asking for help, like those kind of things.
A mental toughness, a certain mental toughness to have. That's important for everyone. I'm still working on that myself, and I'm nearly 40. So, what's my next one?
Go on.
Can manage digital presence.
Oh, I didn't think about this.
Not the usual zombie who's addicted to their phone.
Oh.
Oh no, that was a bit harsh, but yeah.
Okay, go on.
Because I'm addicted to my phone. I'm a zombie, but I'm working on it, and I don't want that for them. Like, what was my screen time yesterday? 5 hours. I know a lot of it's work and all that kind of stuff, but still, looking at my phone too much. I don't want that for them. I want...
Because at the end of the day, we're modelling it.
We're modelling it.
We're modelling it. If we're sitting there scrolling, they're going to think that that's a normal habit.
Like when I put Ruby to bed last night, I was like, I'm not going on my phone after we done story. We do story, we do a cuddle. I'm just going to lie there. Lasted about 5 minutes. I was too fucking bored. I was just lying there in the pitch black. She was just waffling crap. And I thought... But I need to model it. I need to be like, no phones here. Like, you know, otherwise they're just going to become that.
Yeah.
So it's important. And to know what to do on the phone, not just the amount of usage, it's the dangers, all that kind of stuff they need to understand. Again, that's a really difficult job for us. That's one of our most important jobs.
It's really difficult to navigate.
Most worrying aspect I've spoken to many times on this.
A lot of the time, it's actually because their generation is likely that they're probably going to know more about technology than we will.
Daisy's unbelievable. Like, Daisy's almost better than me, and she hasn't even got a phone.
No, I know.
She's got this shitty little, not even an iPad, it's like one of those 30 quid Amazon things, 60 quid I think it was.
Yeah.
It's slower than a like, it's shit, really is shit, but she's still unreal. So by the time
what do you mean unreal?
Just can navigate.
Okay.
Can really navigate, like.
And that's interesting as well.
Goes on my laptop, knows how to do all of that.
They're not even allowed it in the week.
No, I know, but she goes on my laptop, doesn't just homework and stuff. She knows how to use all of that. Google Docs.
Oh, I didn't even know how to use Google Docs.
But they are smart. They are really smart.
All right.
So
well, in an ideal world, then, you know, we've just raised 2 perfect children, then, haven't we?
Oh no, we haven't.
No, I know we're fucking.
We're fucking way beyond. These are milestones, not what we're going to hit.
I know. They're just kind of like in an ideal world, aren't they? And they're just things to think about. Like, I've definitely thought and reflected after today that I need to stop doing things for the children. I need to push them out of their comfort zones, and I need to make sure that they are being independent, because they will get a sense of pride and achievement from doing these things.
And modelling, we need to model. I know you're big on that anyway. You are massive on that, but I need to be more aware of that. Yeah. I try my best.
Just go on your phone in private. We do anyway.
I do model myself. I try and like keep myself in healthy shape and all that kind of stuff. I model that stuff, and I'm trying to work on my temper. Not like I'm fucking got really bad temper, but sometimes I lose it, and I don't want to do that either. But it is what it is.
Okay. I would like to move on now. I have got a really interesting You Be the Judge this week. So whoever sent this one in, thank you, because it's really sparked a debate in my mind. Have you read it yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't like reading them. I like hearing them now.
Okay. I was like, anyway, I've put it on the plan for today, which obviously Dean hasn't read. But I'm going to read it out now. And this is a really interesting one for me. And I don't know. I'm awkward with it. Right. Do you want to hear it? Okay.
Go on in. Is it about? It's not about me.
No, it's not about you.
I normally are.
Yeah.
Normally a little dig somewhere in there.
I love digging you out. Yeah. My daughter wants to invite all the girls in her class to her birthday party, age 10, except one girl who she says is mean to her. She is worried if the girl is invited to her party that it will ruin her party. Should I respect my daughter's wishes, or is it unkind to exclude just one child from the class?
Gosh. Yeah, this is really tough.
So, yeah.
God almighty.
So do you respect the daughter's wishes?
The hard bastard in me would just be like, nah, she ain't coming, because she's horrible to my daughter. And the other one is like, imagine everyone else going in the class and you're the only one, even if you are a bit of a tit, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I'd probably...
But the thing is, if your daughter is so upset about it, and in this saying that it would ruin her party, and she's it's going to worry her and upset her that this girl's going to be there. Oh, I don't know, but
I would ditch them.
No, oh my God, would you?
I think I might. My daughter comes first.
I don't want
I don't want her feelings at her party being lowered or worsened because they've got this person there they know is going to be horrible to them.
See, I think I'd invite the child, but be hyper vigilant towards that child's behaviour to my girl and all the other girls.
A lot of it's subtle. A lot of it's the look. A lot of it's subtle. It's like it's not always with the mouth. You won't notice everything.
Oh, dear. Well, okay, well, what if then the parent came up to you and said, "Oh, why have you excluded
Depends
my
what
daughter
the
from
parents
party?"
are like, actually. That's the important part.
Okay.
If you feel like they're approachable and nice, you can go up to them and say, "Look, bit of a problem here. We want to invite her, but we got this. Can you deal with it?" But if they're not approachable and they're a nightmare, that's going to make it worse. That does play a part, doesn't it? Of course it does.
Okay.
You have a word with the parents beforehand.
Oh, I don't know.
What would you do then by default?
I think I'm leaning the other way.
What would you do by default?
I think I would, and I would I'm quite good though at being like, I think as well because being a teacher and because these are primary age children, I've got a kind of little bit of experience with this. I would try and explain to my daughter, like, excluding one child, like, fair enough if you wanted to exclude a group of them, but you're excluding just one child. Like, I know that she might have said mean things to you or but I will be there. I will be watching. And if she sets her foot out of line just once, I will speak to her.
Depends on the amount of...
Also,
if it's bullying, like if it's proper bullying or it's just a couple of things she said at school, it's completely different. Like, if she had a couple of nasty things like yesterday and now she's fallen out with her, like that's okay.
Even the bully, maybe she bullies because that's the only experience of parenting that she's seen at home. Maybe she bullies because she's deeply unhappy.
That's not our problem to fix, though. That's not my problem to fix. My problem is my daughter. That's not my problem.
Yeah, but you can reassure your daughter, like, I'll be there, I'll be watching,
It might ruin her time. She might be on edge the whole time. So she's like, it's ruined her day.
Okay, so I don't think our judgment here is quite enough. So I'm going to put it out to the listeners. You be the judge. If your child wanted to invite all of the class, bar one child, because they were worried that it would ruin her party and the other child is mean to them, would you exclude that one child or not? Let us know.
Yes.
You be the judge.
I would.
I know you would. I'm asking the listeners.
I don't want to have to, but I feel like it's the better of the two. I don't want to exclude her. Of course I don't. But I think it's the better of the two.
I think for me it would be a last resort. I think I would explore other options first before making that definitive answer.
Speak to the parents if they're approachable. If they are not, which some parents aren't, then it's tricky.
But then it's not the child's fault that they've got dickhead parents.
It's all right.
Listening to this podcast, people might think that you are fucking unapproachable.
Why?
Because you're a bit, opinionated and aggressive.
I'm not.
You are a bit.
Got to be opinionated in a podcast. What do you mean to sit here and do? Like, oh yeah, everything's brilliant. Yeah. I've got no opinions on a podcast. There's not. What's the point? I've got to be opinionated.
Yeah. All right. Well, you be the judge. Let us know. What do you think?
That's a really good one.
Tricky one.
That's a really good one.
I don't feel like I've helped them very much.
I'm going to put a poll on actually not Shopify. Spotify. I'll put a poll on because I think this could split people, and we love it when it's splitting. It's better when the debate's like 50-50, isn't it?
All right, listening on Spodcast. I've done it now.
Spodcast.
We'll make a new platform, Spodcasts. If you're listening on Spotify, give it a little vote. See what you think.
And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Bye.